All right, being small YouTuber, I don't normally do trending topics, but I wanted to jump on this one. Usher and Alicia Keys performance. Did it go too far? They were both scheduled to perform for the Super Bowl halftime show. They were both scheduled to perform, but individually. Some other research that I was doing and looking at some other sources, there are millions of people who said Usher should apologize. He needs to apologize. But there was some other research I done, right? Some other sources that I looked at. Usher is not the only one at fault. Because looking at these other stories, Alicia Keys requested to be on stage with Usher. She wanted to be on stage with him, right? And in some of the other stories, she said she wanted to, tease her boy because some stories say Usher got married before the halftime show. Then there were others who said he was engaged to be married, got married after the Super Bowl. But she wanted to tease her boy. She wanted to be on stage with him. And you could see she enjoyed it. But did the performance go too far? Yes, it did. The Super Bowl is seen by millions of people across the country and even around the world. And they were smooching and cuddling in front of the whole world. They were smooching and cuddling. Again, there are people who say, they were just performing. Yeah, it was a performance and more. Look at the clips. Look at the photos. They were smooching and cuddling in front of the whole world. I was looking at some of the clips and the photos, and they were in the zone. They were nostalgic. I saw one video that Alicia Keys was so much in the zone that she snapped out of it. Like, she woke up. She snapped out of it. And so did Usher. They were in the zone. They went back 25 years. They were in the zone. Now, there's some other groups and camps that may say this was for reviews, for ratings, for relevance. But if you look closely at their halftime performance, there was romance there. Now, what some of the X's, Y, and Z's may not know, and maybe do, because there are people who probably have done far more research on this than me, okay? But what you may know, may not know, this is not their first time being on stage together, right? They've been on stage before. But they were single. They were 20-somethings. They were both at the apex of their careers. Alicia Keys was after the death of Aaliyah Houghton, she was the new Aaliyah of the music industry. Usher was the contemporary of Michael Jackson, Prince. He was just, an awesome artist. They were at the apex of their careers. They had millions of followers. They were the hottest celebrities, and they were, sex symbols. Could there have been some romance there between them? Yes, because I did hear something about that, some years ago, that it was. And from looking at the halftime performance, it showed itself. But they were single. They were at the apex of their careers. They were younger. Right? They were single and they were younger. But even during their being 20 and single, they never, indulged like that. Not like that. Most, male and female celebrities, they do serenade one another while they're on stage. But this performance went too far. Like I said, they were in the zone. They were nostalgic. The romance showed itself. They were in the zone till they had to wake up. They had to wake up, like snap out of it. Did it go too far? Yes, it did. Why? Because they both have spouses. They have spouses. And they cheated on their spouses in front of the whole world. Well, that's somebody that said, well, they didn't have sex with one another. They didn't have to. Because the act begins from within. It begins with a thought, a desire. It starts in the heart and the mind. That's where it starts at. So they cheated on one another before the whole world. That was emblazoned romance before the whole world. And Swiss Beats, he had to respond, being a man, his image, his brand, he had to respond. But those of us who are 100% authentic men know it went down when they got home. We know that. It went down. But it was wrong. And it went too far. And there's some people who say, well, they were just having fun. But they're both married. And they both have spouses. And they cheated on their spouses for the whole world. I'll come back with another video from a Christian perspective. But did it go too far? It did. The person that we haven't heard from is Usher's wife. What did she think? Thanks to all of those who subscribe to the little channel. It's much appreciated. See y'all in the next one.